Hi everyone, I'm Hannah and I work with the children and youth in the Diocese of Maryland in the Episcopal Church. We have been making some videos to talk about how things are going to look different when we're able to regather in our church buildings. So we talked about worship, which is very important. But worship is not the only way that we are the church. We come together as the church to learn about God and the story of God's people. We come together to care for other people and to love them. And these things are still happening. We are still learning God's stories. We are still caring for God's people, but in different ways. We have not been doing it in our church buildings on Sunday mornings. When we're able to regather in our buildings, we will only be coming together to worship. Sunday school and adult classes will be happening in different ways, whether it's online, on Zoom, or watching videos that your church puts out, in lots of different ways, but not on Sunday mornings. The same thing is with coffee hour. Now in my house we have a saying which is, go to church, get a cookie, because we love coffee hour and they always have cookies. We're not going to be able to have coffee hour and enjoy each other's company with food and coffee. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a baggie of cookies and eat them in the car on the way home. That way, still go to church, still get a cookie, but it's a little bit different. Another thing that we have at my church, which you might have at your church, is we have a playroom and we also have a big basket of toys in our worship space. Now, these toys have been taken and cleaned really, really well, and they've been put away for now. We're not going to be able to use the toys that are at church. So, you can put together a special church bag. You can work with your parents and the adults that are in your household to pick one special bag and fill it with special books or toys that you only get to use on Sunday mornings when you are at worship. Maybe you could throw a snack or cookie in there too. Maybe. You can ask your parents. That bag is what you will use during the church service while you're listening and hearing God's words, something to maybe keep your fingers busy. Okay? So there are a lot of new things that are going to be happening at church when we get back to our church building. And new things can be hard. But you can do hard things. And God is always with you. Whether the things you do are hard or are easy, God is always with you. So I have one last thing. And I'm going to ask something of you. What I would like you to do is to be really patient with your parents and with the other adults at church. They are also learning new things. And sometimes even adults think new things can be scary. So I ask that you be patient with the parents and the other adults, and you remind them that they can do hard things too, and that God is with them, always, just as God is with you. Many blessings, my friends.